can I request you to film certain places? My name is Optopolis. Welcome back to the channel where we explore where no one else has explored before. Today, I am going to be answering all of your questions you've asked me over the last year or so. These questions are coming from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and a whole bunch of others. If for some reason I did not answer your question, please comment it down below. But if I did, then let me know which questions you were wondering about down in the comments as well. The first question comes from Instagram stories. It says, what do you like about retail? I suppose I like the fact that you can use it to get out of the house and to make some new friends, new buddies, you know. It's also nice to get out of the house for sure to see what you're getting, like actually be able to touch it, grab it, to make sure it's all okay and all that good stuff, versus shipping where anything could go wrong. I've had numerous times where shipping didn't go well. The next question comes from Hobbies and Hairstyles on YouTube. The question asks, are you in Cheyenne and can I send a private message? Yes, I am in Cheyenne, and if you need to send a private message, you can do so on all of the social media for the most part: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, also Discord. Also, if you do not have social media for some reason or something like that, you can always use my email, which is on my YouTube about page. Next question comes from a direct message that says, where did you get your YouTube channel name? It actually has to do with my gamer tag on the Xbox Live, as well as my original name on YouTube. So I originally started out as OptGamer21, which was kind of a mock of Optional Peak 21, which was the auto-generated tag that Xbox gave me. So I thought of optional, and then I as a gamer, so I used gamer, and then 21 came from the gamer tag. After I decided to get into retail, however, I decided I needed a good name that would really resemble what I'm doing. I knew I wanted something that related to my original name, OptGamer, but I also wanted something that related to what I am now. And then I kind of was thinking about, okay, I'm doing stuff in cities. Cities are metropolises. Optopolis, Metropolis. I think you get the point. Next question comes from YouTube, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this name. Matrossers says, where do you get your music? I get my music from a variety of sources, including the YouTube audio library and also from No Copyright Sounds on YouTube. I do sometimes pull it from another source. Whatever source I pull it from, I always put it down in the description, the title and the author, so that you can always find it for yourself. Next question comes from the Instagram stories as well, and it asks, what got you into retail? What originally got me into retail was probably seeing all these various videos of abandoned places and stuff like that. Originally, I just searched for random stuff on YouTube. I eventually came across things like the Phase Rug Tunnel, the Clown Tunnel, Face Clown, I can't remember the exact name, it's in California. I suppose it kind of started right around there, and then I eventually found other channels like Oh My Gosh that did that place, that tunnel. They've done numerous other abandoned places. I've also come across other channels like Dan Bell and Exploring with Josh that really drove me into the exploring abandoned places part of it. Of course, eventually I found other channels like WallyB26 and that Nate guy on YouTube. I found them that really pushed me into the retail in general part of the abandoned exploration and all that stuff. I guess the final straw was when I started realizing that places were starting to disappear around me and there wasn't much time left for me to document some of them. And now here we are today with tons of places closing, and I'm documenting as much as I can. Next question comes from a direct message. This is one I've gotten from a lot of places in addition to where I got my YouTube channel name. My real name, I've mentioned it in a few videos, including Cole Shopping Center, a couple of the Kmart videos, a couple other videos. My real name is Draven Star, so there you go. Next question comes from Matthew the Science Guy on YouTube. It says, why is the word Corona censored? This was from the Kmart video, and ultimately I decensor any words in general like that because of the implicity, I guess. Sometimes I do feel it necessary to cuss in a video to really emphasize a point. So like the pitching post in video is a great example. I think I said damn because the window was not broken, not boarded up, completely untouched, and I was making a point about that. Mainly I like to do that because I do like to keep my channel PG so that anyone can watch. Next question comes from Twitter, Mr. Movie. What made you start YouTube? What's your favorite permanently closed store? And also, when do you have time to play GTA? What originally made me start YouTube was in fact the gaming. I started on an Xbox 360. I had Grand Theft Auto 4, played through the story, loved it, got Grand Theft Auto 5, the special edition, did a lot of awesome races, and that's what really made me want to start doing videos. I was creating awesome street races and stunt races and all that. That's originally what got me into it, but I suppose what really got me to start in the retail area is kind of relating back to what I was saying earlier. Ultimately, I saw these videos of these abandoned places and also these open places that aren't going to be around much longer, and eventually I realized that, you know what, shit, I need to be documenting these because no one else is going to do it right now, at least around me, and I definitely want the memory of that, so that's what I did. To answer the second question, my favorite permanently closed store is probably Kmart, maybe Sears, between the two, between Sears and Kmart. To answer the third question, when do you have time to play GTA? For the most part, I have time in all of the evenings and also on the weekends. So that'd be like after 5 p.m. Mountain Time any day for the most part. But I do have to be able to upload videos and edit them and all that good stuff, so definitely reduces the amount of time I have available. Feel free to hit me up, dude, and maybe we can look at playing some GTA sometime. Next question comes from YouTube. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing this. The name is Angel and Yell. How do you get to these locations? Do you take the bus? Do you get a ride? Do you walk? Etc., etc. And ultimately, it's kind of a combination between all. For the most part, in my own city, I will walk to all of the locations unless the weather is rather adverse. I will often get a ride to at least the city that I need to film. As much as I can, I try not to over-rely, if that makes sense, on other people. So the next question comes from a direct message, and it says, can I request you to film certain places? So yes, you can absolutely request me to film places. If it's a place that's been on my mind already, it will increase the likeliness of me filming it. Like the IHOP in Fort Collins, I already had my thought on it, and then I mentioned something in a group, someone sent me a message saying, hey, you should film it for sure, and that put it up a little higher on my priorities. Well, I guess that does it for me on the questions. Click the video on the top right to see a video I recently uploaded. Click the video on the bottom to see a video YouTube recommends to you, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.